All right, so welcome everyone to our discussion on the branches of the U.S. government. And today we're going to explore the three branches that make up our system of governance and understand their roles, responsibility, and how they interact with one another. So let's dive right in. So, first of all, the first branch is called the legislative branch. This is also known as Congress. This branch is responsible for making laws and is composed of two chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives. The Senate has equal representation for each state within the two senators, while the House of Representatives is based on a population, which each state have a varying number of representatives. So take like California, excuse me, take California for example, they're going to have much more, representatives than a state, say, Montana, because California is just a more densely populated state. Therefore, they need more representatives to, I guess, interpret every one of the citizens, if that kind of makes sense. But the legislative branch plays a crucial role in the lawmaking process. So, for starters, it proposes the laws, it debates, and then votes on the law or the bills to become a law. And once they all vote on something and come up with something that they think is a good idea, then they can have a vote on it. And if 2/3 pass, then it becomes a law. It also has the power to oversee the executive branch and impeach government officials if necessary. So, for example, if, a president or someone in power commits a crime or a felony, then it is their job to impeach them. Moving on to the executive branch, this branch is headed by the President of the United States. He serves as the chief executive, and yeah, he's just oversees, he's in charge of all the executive branch, and the President is responsible for enforcing laws, managing foreign affairs, and serving as commander-in-chief of the military. So this job, when you think of the president, you just think like he runs the country, but there's really a lot more that goes into being a president. As we say here, he's in charge of managing foreign affairs and serving as the commander in chief. So not only does he have to look over our country, he has to look over the military, what they're doing, and how our country's interacting with all these different countries. The executive branch is essential for ensuring the execution of laws and policies. The president appoints the cabinet members, so he picks and then chooses which one of these cabinet members are going to be in there, and other officials to assist in governing the nation. So, like I said, he picks those people. The branch also has the power to veto bills that have been passed by Congress, negotiate treaties, and implement policies that impact various aspects of our daily lives. So if a bill passes or something that passes that they don't feel is good enough or should be a law, then they have the ability to veto that. And then the last one is the judicial branch, and this is compromised, of the federal courts, including the Supreme Court. So that's the highest court, like the highest court degree, and that's like, for super big issues or super big problems, that goes to the Supreme Court. And its primary function is to interpret the laws and ensure that they all align with the United States Constitution, so that no law is infringing on any constitutional right. The judicial branch is crucial for upholding and maintaining the justice of the law. The Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, hears cases that have significant constitutional implications. Its decision set legal precedents that influence the interpretation of laws and protect individual rights. So like I stated earlier, it ensures that if there's an issue or an issue with police or anything like that, and it may or may not infringe on the constitutional rights, then that plays a role into it, and it'll go to the Supreme Court. Now, the last one is checks and balances. It's important to understand how they work together and how the system of checks and balances works. So the checks and balances system ensures that no single branch becomes too powerful. For example, like the president can veto legislation passed by Congress, but Congress can't override that veto, but they can override it with 2/3 majority. So it's trying to maintain more of a standard that, one group isn't going to go out and do this or overtake anything. It's more all working together as one fluid team. And understanding the roles and functions of each branch is vital to maintaining like a healthy democracy, because if we don't understand how this branch works, or if this branch works, or how they work together, then it's not really going to be run smoothly, or the democracy is not going to be ran very well. And that's all we have for today for the discussion. And we hope it kind of helped provide a better overview and understanding of the branches in which each one of them does more specifically, and how they all work together to complete, one group of democracy, and making sure that everything's ran smoothly and that no constitutional rights are infringed upon or anything like that. So thank you.